Hello, everybody, and welcome back to your #1 spot for Looney Tunes World of Mayhem information and news. I am Mr. 901 Tommy Jacks, an official maestro of content for Looney Tunes World of Mayhem, and today I bring to you my top 10 tunes with their gadgets for November. Now, basically what we did is we split this list right into non-legendaries and legendaries with a nice honorable mention, and we'll go over what gadgets I have equipped on those tunes as well. Before we jump into that, if you haven't already done it, we put out one of these about once a month, and we're always live right here on YouTube every time a brand new event drops. So hit that old subscribe button, bang the heck out of that bell so that you always get notified of a new video and a new live stream, and throw a like on this thing. While you're at it, let's head on over to the top 10. All right, so first things first, my honorable mention. Now, I've been having a ton of fun with this team, and you're going to see it kind of pop up throughout this top 10. I know you're going to be in the comments going, Tommy, it's too heavy on this. I get it, but it's really, really difficult to break it down to just 10 tunes. So, honorable mention, we've got to give to Bushwacker Sam. He may very well be the man. Bushwacker Sam has his middle ability, takes taunt completely off. He heals the entire team. He's got a full heal as well as passives. And he actually, for a support tune, hits pretty daggum hard with his basic. Because he is a support character, I have maxed out Spike Palms. The reason being is I use his basic quite a bit, and whenever a Spike Palm support character does damage, they heal the team. So basically what I'm doing is, on top of his passive healing, on top of his special ability heal, we've got some passive every time I'm not doing one of those attacks. So honorable mention goes to Bushwacker Sam. Then we've got, he's a fireman. Yes, he is. So making the top 10, and he has consistently made the top 10, at least for me, is Fireman Bugs. Now, I'm a big fan of the professional team, but Fireman Bugs, basically what I do is I take him in, especially to a lot of these auto battles that we've had during the first parts of campaigns. And we just hit the auto button and the wild hose goes free, and then we're done. Now, for Fireman Bugs, I've had a lot of success. I do want rare gadgets on him, but right now we've only got commons. But I'm using boxing sticks, and the reason being is whenever he takes out an enemy, the boxing sticks, once you have 4 equipped, you get extra turn meter. So I think that's a really important thing for attackers, because you'll find yourself in situations where you wind up getting to kind of do double turns there. So Fireman Bugs definitely making the top 10. Next in line is Lunar Petunia. Now, I know she's been in the game for quite some time, but Lunar Petunia is very under the radar, in my opinion. Her Lunar Blessing is buffing the entire team. Once she does it 3 times, she ascends. She's then even more powerful, and she heals the entire team. I have Spike Palms on her as well, because for a support tune, she's another one that's got not 1 but 2 really good attacks. And I want some passive healing on that Lunar team besides when Toro does his thing. So we've got Spike Palms, all rares. I'm working on leveling those up. And you get quite a bump from these gadgets, so do not overlook these gadgets. So number 9, Lunar Petunia. Number 8, Hillbilly Hair, going around healing like he just don't care. He may be one of the best, if not the best, healers in the game. I also have Spike Palms on him for the same reason. His basic attack is an AoE, so he becomes a healing monster. Not only does he heal every turn, but every time he hits that AoE, he's doing damage to everybody, so he's getting a little bit of health off of that, and it heals the entire team. Put that on top of the fact that he can clear every status off of an enemy tune except for damage immunity, and he becomes super useful not just for, you know, a team that he may be kind of shoved on, but really any team. So right there at number 8, Hillbilly Hair. Number 7, Contraptionist Egghead. Okay, I'm going to be the first to admit that when Contraptionist Egghead came out, I was like, man, another egghead where it takes 27 different things to just get a move off. But no, not so fast there, Miss Tommy. Contraptionist Egghead's really good. Really good. His trap setting is really cool because it's hitting at a time that normally you wouldn't get a chance to hit one of the enemy Toons. So if you pay attention to the turn meter with him and that hunter team, you can just about box them out. Now, one thing on hunters, boxing sticks for your attackers are really, really good because they have a legendary on their team that gives them turn meter whenever they defeat an enemy. Well, with boxing sticks for equipped, you do the same thing. Essentially, you're double turning with everybody on that team as long as you can take out an enemy Toon. So definitely making the list, having a ton of fun with Contraptionist Egghead. Number 6, Henry Horace. And I don't remember for sure if I've had Henry on the list or not. If I have, let me know in the comments down below. But I almost think that as far as importance go for the Divine team, which we all know by now I'm a huge fan of, he might be just as important as Anubis Canine. Yes, Anubis does have a huge importance, especially as far as the amount of damage that you can do, because you team him up with Hermes. Every time Hermes attacks, people get healed, especially if you got spike palms on them. That causes attack up. So yeah, very important. Plus you can take out one of your own teammates with Anubis and then bring them back. But here's the whole kicker. The caveat, if you will. Unless you have Henry Horace, the only time that you're doing damage with Anubis Canine, or really any type of that revived mechanic, is based on the amount of stat ups that is on the Toon of yours that you let Anubis take out. Well, the cool thing is you get something on the flip side with Henry Horace, because when you do revive those Divine Toons, he causes damage across the board on the enemy team. So maybe just as important, Henry Horace, and because of that reason, because he's got a huge life steal, his basic is pretty decent, but we've got boxing sticks on him because he's an attacker, and I really like that extra turn meter. So number 6, Henry Horace making the list. Number 5, we are now into our legendaries. Dread Pirate Penelope, yeah, DPP, yeah, you know me. Dread Pirate, we just got past her path to legendary, or maybe this is depending on when you watch this, but we just got that done. We were able to get up to a 7.5 star on Dread Pirate, and I really, really am digging the pirate team. I'm finally getting my deck swab dog water up to a decent level to where maybe I can switch him out and see how that plays. But this pirate team, one of the only true counters to the Dodge team that runs rampant everywhere in Arena and on War. I would like fully maxed out boxing sticks on Dread Pirate. Again, attackers, boxing sticks are usually your way to go unless you're trying to sustain somebody who's a little lower powered, and then you probably go health vacuum, something like that. But again, I want that turn meter. I want to be able to use her because with her assist ability, it's still going to count because she's the one calling the ability. So I want that extra turn meter on there. I definitely think she belongs on this list now that that pirate team is put together. Dread Pirate Penelope at number 5. On to number 4. Oh my goodness, another Penelope. Look, Countess Penelope wrecks nerds. And if you got any problems with that, see me down in the comments down below, because this lady right here, this lady right here, this lady right here don't play. I am very happy with Countess Penelope. She is one of the best tanks in the game. She has some self-sustain. Now, as you see on her right now, I have level 8 health vacuums. The reason being is because right now, even at 6.3 stars, level 79, tune up into the high 30s, she's constantly got taunt unless she's got just a little bit of health, right? So my thought on having the health vacuums on her at a high level is that, and I would like to switch out the attack one for another health one, but every time she counters, she heals herself on top of the slight heal that she gives herself anyway. So that's what I'm using on her right now. She is a beast. If you've ran up against her in any of the recent campaigns, you realize that that is the harder battles that you have to get through. So absolutely making the list. Right here at number 4, Countess Penelope. Number 3, Lunartoro. Okay. I mean, you know he's going to make the list. Lunartoro is absolutely phenomenal. I think also with the iron jackets that I have on him, that helps a ton because you're putting defense down on the other team. When they're attacking him, they have no choice but to attack him. You take that along with the cleansing that he has or the debuffs that he can throw on. Take that with also the fact that he can heal the entire team with his basic attack. So far, and we haven't gotten to play with a lot of highly ranked up Ella Spectro, but so far the Toro Toons in this game have not been a disappointment. Now, like I said, I do have iron jackets on him because I just think that and we tried this on stream one day, they do seem more effective than something like an angry peel or something like that for like an auto. A lot of people wanted to go angry peels because they got it, especially on somebody like Sam Sheepdog. But honestly, the defense down winds up being more of a benefit for longer. So just for that case, and he doesn't have any sort of auto counter or anything like that. So we went with iron jackets, boost his stats up, and they have no choice to hit him. So they're getting defense down. So number 3, Lunartoro. Number 2, you scared? Major Canasta. Okay, so I know that we've seen a couple of tunes from the same teams on here, but I really, really, really like Major Canasta, and here's just 2 reasons why. 1, he's got a counter as a tank. Okay, sign me up. 2, he's got a passive that whenever a hunter team member defeats an enemy, they get a huge chunk of turn meter. Put that together with the fact that you can put boxing sticks that also gets them turn meter. And depending on depending on how powerful that team is across the way, you may be taking double turns all day. Now, I do have the iron jackets on Major Canasta. I think it's super important because he does have that counter. They hit him, they get defense down, he immediately hits them even harder. So I do like that, and that's usually what I recommend for any sort of countering tank. All right. The moment you've all been waiting for. The number 1 tune on the list. And you might have guessed it. Hail to the king, baby. Starfaro Marvin. There are a lot of tunes in this game. There's a lot of tunes in this game. There are some really good attackers. There are some really good defenders. There's some really good support tunes. But there's only one of them that's really good at all of them. Starfaro Marvin. I am 1 tune-up away from maxing out SPM. Now, of course, I do have spike palms on Starfaro Marvin. I think that's the way to go because he hits so hard and he's healing every turn anyway. So when he takes a turn, he heals the team. Well, when he does damage, he's also going to heal the team because of the spike palms. I don't know who's going to dethrone this guy. And I guess pun intended because he's sitting on a throne. But I don't know who's going to actually be able to walk away with the title of best tune in the game. But in my opinion, it's Starfaro Marvin's Title to Lose. All right, guys, that's what we've got for you. The top 10 tunes for November. As always, guys, we are live every time a brand new event drops in World of Mayhem right here on YouTube, as well as we're live 3 days a week on Twitch. That link is in the description below. What do you think of the list? Let me know in the comments, and let me know what your top 10 tunes for November would be, along with any differences in gadgets you may have had on any of these tunes as well. If you haven't done it already, guys, hit that old sub button. Throw a like on this thing if you liked it at all, and hit that old bell so that you're always notified of a new video and a live stream. And until next time, guys, rise up, Army. Stay loony. And we're going to catch you down the top 10 road.